Alrighty guys, so what is up? It is me here, the Trey King, back with another video, and this will be episode 3 of CSGO betting. Um, now, last episode we actually left off with it was a very good episode. We only made one bet with method to beat Epsilon, and we made a huge bet. $65. So out of my $73, I bet 65 on them on method to win at least one map, and they did. And then I bet my last $8 on them to win the game, and they did. So I had a combined profit of 25 bucks or something like that. So or 20, either 22 or 25. I think it was 25. So we ended up now we're at $98. So that's awesome. So there's a couple of games here. Well, I mean, as of right now, there's this game, which actually is 20. As you can see, it's 9:30 right now. Well, this is supposed to start at 9:30, and it's 9:30, so this is gonna be closed in a little bit. I'm not gonna touch this. This match is between. It's like for the IEM Taipei. Where is it? The IEM Taipei LAN, I guess, and I think the Mongols should be able to win this, but I don't really trust these teams enough to bet on them, so I'm not gonna do that. Same with here. I'm just gonna skip this game. But at 6 in the morning tomorrow, Penta will be playing Hellraisers in a best of 3 in this this PGL Regional Minor Championship LAN here. And I mean, on paper, Hellraisers should definitely win this match, except they've really been struggling this LAN. I mean, if you look, they almost lost to Lemon Dogs. They were down like 13-8 or something, and they just barely ended up coming back and winning 16-14. And then they played Pixelfire, who is Orgless, and as you can see, they lost the first map and then won the next two 16-14, both of them. Crazy. So they're like barely hanging by a thread in this tournament. And so I'm not going to touch this because I don't think, I don't trust Hellraisers, but at the same time, I don't really feel confident enough in Penta with their performance as well, where I feel like betting on them would be beneficial. So yeah, but then we have this game at 8:30, eFrag versus Pixelfire, and this one catches my eye because if we look at this, so eFrag played CG and they beat them 16-10, and then they destroyed Penta 16-3 and 16-7. So they won that pretty easily. But at the same time, Pixelfire's been playing very well. Also, they played DenDD on Cobblestone, destroyed them 16-2, and then I just showed you that they should have, or they were so close to beating Hellraisers. Both of these matched 16-14. It just didn't go their way, I guess. And then they played DenDD, and look at this. Apparently on the first map, Pixelfire was down 15-5, and they ended up coming back and bringing it to overtime. And look at this. Look at the rounds. 23-26. 49 rounds. So technically more than two matches were played in this one map. And Pixelfire ended up winning 41-38, and they just destroyed DenDD on the second map. So I'm actually, I've always personally been rooting for Pixelfire as a team ever since they came together. They've been playing really well, and so honestly, I definitely see Pixelfire taking this. And so what I think I'm going to do is actually, even the odds are still pretty good for here. Pixelfire to win at least one map. They definitely should win at least one map. And the odds are 1.79 to 1. So I haven't like figured out really what I'm gonna place, but I don't know if I should just go YOLO, like betting 28 bucks on it, or I feel like I should do this. Maybe, honestly, I maybe not even bet on Pixel Fire to win. Maybe just bet on them to win at least one map, because I definitely see them winning at least one map against EFrag. They've been playing very well, and you know, even if I put 18 bucks, I still get around almost 15 back. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a big bet here, and I think I'm gonna put $23.76, because if I lose, I'm down to 75, and I just like that number. And then if we win, we win $18.77. So, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, there we go. I placed that. I definitely expect Pixel Fire to play really well in this match. I mean, like I said, the odds are good. So actually, I'm gonna bet $5 on them to win. To win 10 bucks. Should I do that, or should I just hold off? I think I'm gonna place because EFrag are definitely a good team, and they've been playing well in this tournament as well. But I don't know. I think I'm just gonna hold off for that for now. I think that bet is big enough and strong enough for now. And then at 11 we have Flipside versus SK Gaming. And if we look, is that even on here? That's not even on here. That's interesting. Okay, well, I'm not really sure what the details for this match are. So this is a best of 2 apparently. Let me see this. Oh, it was postponed. Okay, never mind. So that's should be taken off. And then we have this game, Arctic versus Eastern Vikings. There's really nothing. I guess this is it, right? No, this is not Arctic Vikings. This is a completely different team. But I guess this is what's gonna be. I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't seem like. Basically, this match. This is just worth a skip. Then we have an interesting match actually. Mousesports versus Dignitas, and well, NIP versus Titan. Now both these matches are very interesting matches because these teams match up very well with each other, and then both NIP and Titan are two struggling teams. So here. So first of all, so it seems like both of these, whoever wins these matches, the winner of these matches, qualifies for the $200,000 offline final. So this is it should be a very important match for these teams here. And I mean, if you see, look at Dignitas, the last 2 matches they've played, they lost in the qualifier to Mousesports for IEM. They might lose this qualifier as well. I honestly though, the odds, I don't feel like I'm gonna be placing a bet on this now, just because it's literally 12 hours. It's like over 12 hours from now. So there's really no point of placing a bet, and that's kind of the rule that I have when I go to place a bet. I don't really want to place one unless, like I said, unless it's gonna be early in the morning, like 6 a.m. or 1 a.m. when I'll probably be asleep. I don't. There's really no point of placing a bet super early, because I can place a bet right now, Mouse Sports, let's say, they're favored, and then, everything seems to be fine, all the rosters are the same, but then apparently someone for whatever reason suddenly cannot play this match, and they need a stand-in, and they end up losing the game because of that. I mean, that's terrible. I mean, on FanObet, you can't change your bet. Like, at least on CSGO Lounge, once you've placed your bet, you have the option to withdraw, or not to withdraw, to change your bet or change teams. So, wow, look at the odds on here. 4.02 for 1. Those are really good odds. But they're probably going to change by tomorrow because it's 12 hours from now. So yeah, so I think that's the only bet I'm going to place for now. And then I guess I'll pause it and then resume tomorrow whether I'm going to be placing a bet or not, because I don't want to have 2 episodes where I only have 1 bet, because I'll probably be making at least 1 more bet. And then also, by the way, guys, I have a referral link here. I mean, all it does is it helps both you and me out. It's http://fanobet.com/r/thetraking. I'll have it in the description as well. Basically, if you click on this and register, or just like sign in, the first time you deposit and then place a bet, I think you get like a little bit extra, and then I get some as well, for every time you bet. So, it's just kind of like you help me, I help you kind of thing. So I'd really appreciate it if any of you haven't used FanObet yet, if you can just use this link for if you're gonna start using this site. Yeah, so I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully Pixelfire has at least won a map or whatever, and yeah. Alrighty, guys, so what is up? So we're back, and it's, I don't know when I first updated my video, or when I last left off, but basically it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and I've been watching the eFrag versus Pixelfire match, and I was actually very nervous because if we saw in the last part of this video, I had placed $23.76 on Pixelfire to win at least 1 map, and my profit would be $18.77. So that would put us at we get a combined amount of $42.53, and as you can see, I calculated it here, and if they were to win at least 1 map, we would be at $117.53. And so I was watching this, and the first map, I was very pissed off, actually, because Pixelfire were up 5-1 on the CT side, and then they ended up losing the halves 8-7, which is pretty bad, being up 5-1. They kind of choked, and then they managed to win the pistol in the next half, and so they were up 10-8, and then they just couldn't really bring it together. They just started losing, and then I believe it was 12. They were down 12-10, so they were up 10-8, and then they lost 4 rounds in a row. They were down 12-10, won a round, so it was 12-11. Then they lost 2 rounds, so it was 14-11. Then they won a round, so it was 14-12, and then they lost the last 2 rounds, so it was 16-12. Kind of unfortunate, and so I was really nervous because obviously this means that they would need to win the next map, Mirage, in order to win the in order for me to win my bet. So Pixelfire got off to a huge lead on the T side. They started on the T side, and they were up 7-0. And so I was like, alright, this is really good. Hopefully they can win this half at least like 11-4, maybe 12-3 or higher. But no, they ended up, after being up 7-0, lost the next 7 of 8 rounds and ended up barely winning the half, 8-7. So that brought me from being really, really like relieved and laid back at the fact that Pixel Fire should take this game pretty easily, this map at least really easily, because they're up so high on the T side. But they choked again, like just like in the first half, just like in the first map, in like the later stages of the first half. And luckily though, they did win the pistol, and so they were up 11-8, and then they started choking, but they eventually managed to win the second map. If I refresh this page, they won it 16-13. There were so many nail-biter rounds that Pixel Fire lost, and then at the end, they barely managed to win some rounds, and that made them win. Now, right now, they're losing 5-2 on the last map, but it doesn't really matter because, as you can see, I just picked them to win at least one map. So, unless something is weird, that should count as a win. And when the game is over, they will draft the bet, and I'll have $117. So that is huge because, like I said, I mean, I started this series at $66 with an all-in, but I had first deposited $48. So I'm almost 3 times higher than what I started with, which is really awesome because the past couple times that I've tried to make money from betting, I've either been unlucky or I've gambled my profit away, which is really stupid. And part of the reason I made this series is because I wanted to help you. Eventually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start posting. I had an old Facebook accounts that I used to use for my bets, and let me see if I still have it. Facebook.com. I think, well, this was my Twitter, and then this is my Facebook. Let me log in here. Confirm name, whatever. Confirm later. What's going on? Okay, sorry about that, but something's weird. But I do have a Twitter as well. As you can see, my last post was more than a year ago. But yeah, I used to make posts on my Facebook for analysis, and I think I might be doing that. I don't know yet whether I'm going to be doing it, so I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so also on this Twitter account, so twitter.com/CSGO that is my Twitter account. I may just start off by posting my bets every now and then, like real time, and then I'll upload the video, even though it'll kind of like spoil the video. I might do that if you guys really want me to. So if you do, post in the comments that you're okay with that. But if you don't want me to spoil the bets on my Twitter page before a video actually comes out, then let me know, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you guys don't want me to, obviously. So yeah, but I'll put my Twitter down in the description as well. But yeah, so as for bets, we have this game here that's coming up in 40 minutes or so, 45 minutes or so, and that is NIP versus Titan, or X-Titan. And right now, I mean, NIP is favored here by quite a bit, mainly because they're you know, they've got a new player. They've been doing a little bit better, and then Titan has just been doing terrible. They've just been falling apart recently. It just doesn't seem good for them. They don't seem to be playing as well as they used to. And so it seems like NIP should win this, but I don't think their odds should be this high, like 1.3 for 1. If I refresh the page here, I mean, they have 74% here, which is 0.35%. So on FanDuel they only have 0.3%, which means they probably have around in the high 70, in between 75 and 80, I believe, percent. I mean, Arctic with 85% is 0.18, so it's not that. I think it's around 76, 77% that NIP have, but I don't really think that those odds are good enough, like, to take advantage of. So basically if their odds were like more like 1.4 for 1, 1.45 for 1, then I'd probably place, a medium bet on NIP, but I just don't feel confident enough to place or I don't feel confident enough in NIP, and in order to make a decent profit, I'd have to bet quite a bit on them. So I think I'm just gonna skip that game, and then we have games not until much later, and I'll probably come back for that. Either I'll come back for that, or my next segment I'm going to just end the video showing you my profit, and just doing a quick little wrap up of the video. So I just kind of wanted to make a little update part here, and include some things like my Twitter and stuff, maybe starting that back up with analysis and such. So yeah, so I'll be back with another segment, and like I said, it'll either be me ending the video and just showing the profit, or more bets. So see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so I'm back. It's 7 o'clock. The game has already ended a while ago. eFrag did end up beating Pixelfire, and right now eFrag is playing Hellraisers. I believe this is the grand final of this PGL Regional Minor Championship, and it's gone to the third map actually, and Hellraisers have won the first half of Cobblestone 10-5. So that's going to be interesting to see who wins that, but yeah, I haven't done any more bets ever since, and if we refresh, you will see that we indeed do have $117.53 now, and so that's really awesome. I'm really happy about that. But as for games tonight, they did add Enemy versus Energy, and Tectonic versus Astral Authority. Now, these matches will be played in like an hour, or well, yeah, more like an hour and a half. And you know what? I think like, well, this game I think is going to be very close. I think it's a 50-50, and so it'd probably be better just to bet low on Tectonic if I were to bet, or if anybody else were to bet. I mean, it's not really useful information for you guys, because by the time this gets uploaded, this game will probably be over. Maybe not actually, because this is gonna be the end. This is just the end of the video, because I decided I'm not gonna place any bets. I'm happy enough with what we've won today. I know once again it's just one bet, but I mean, let me tell you guys, in order to profit, you do not need to bet on every single match. You don't even need to bet on, on like 3 or 4 matches. As you can see, the last 2 days, I've only bet on one match or 2 matches in 2 days, and I went from being at $73 to $117, which, if we just do $117.53 subtracted by $73.53, you can see I made $44 in profit in the past 2 days, just by betting on one match in those 2 days. And it shows that you just need to, what's important is, if you want to profit long term, you have to wait and research a lot, and wait for that one match, or a couple matches where the odds are very good, or it's just a match where the odds are good enough where you can bet a decent amount and get a decent amount back, where the risk is low. These NA games, the risk is a lot higher, just because with the even with the tier 1 NA teams, for whatever reason, they're always so inconsistent. And Enemy actually has been the most consistent team in NA right now. I mean, they've been beating everyone. And this Energy team is kind of a mix of the old Method, Justin and Silent, and then we have Peter, who left CLG, and then Gabi and Leisure. These guys together, they haven't really had any good results. Maybe they will tonight, I don't know. But as of right now, Enemy should easily win this 2-0. But just because the unpredictable nature of NA, I don't think I'm gonna place a bet. I'm happy with what I've made today, but yeah, it just goes to show that you can only bet on one match a day, and you can easily make a lot of money. But at the same time, for example, the Pixel Fire game, it was not a very low risk game. Sometimes you have to take some leaps, and I did, and luckily Pixel Fire won. They almost choked. I would have been so mad if they had choked on the second map, because they had already kind of messed up on the first map, but they did end up coming through, which makes me very happy. But yeah, sometimes, but I only placed $23 out of my $98 bankroll. It's not like I went all in on that. No way. You have to just choose your matches wisely and choose how much you're gonna bet on it. It is not smart to bet all in, and it is not smart to bet a big chunk of your inventory on a game that you are not completely confident in. And after research, if there's any type of riskiness that makes you skeptical, then you should not bet a huge amount on a game. So yeah, so that's just some advice. But basically, to sum up this video, we are continuing our nice little streak of building our inventory, or well, building our balance here. And I'm not really sure when exactly I'm going to cash out, but eventually I will cash out a little bit. Maybe if I get to like $150, I'll cash out $20, or something like that. And then every time I hit a certain goal, I cash out a little bit, but that's not until later. Hopefully we can keep profiting for now. But yeah, I like to just say that my Twitter is twitter.com/CSGO Trade King. I'll have that in the link, or I'll have the link in the description below. And then my referral link is fanbet.com/r/the Trade King. This will also be in the description below. Like I said, basically what this does is it helps me in, once you deposit a certain amount and then you start betting it, it gives me 1% of your bet or whatever, but at the same time it does the same with you. You get 1% back for your bet, and your deposits, I believe. So yeah, so that's kind of just a thing to help me out as well as help you out. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm very happy with the results so far. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. But yeah, any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment below, or in the comments below. And yeah, so this will be the end of episode 3. Like I said, from now on, I just want to let you guys know that if a video doesn't come up on a day, either I can't make a video, but I'll usually be able to make a video, but most of the time it will be just because there's no bets that I want to make. And if you want me to say something like that on Twitter, to be like, oh hey, today there will be no video because there's no bets that I see that I'm really interested on, something like that. If you want me to do that, then I will do that. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and good luck with your betting. Peace out, guys.